Every once in a while, I see a self-proclaimed Street Fighter expert chatting on Twitch or commenting on YouTube videos saying why this diamond rank player that I'm playing against or a master rank player that I'm playing against doesn't deserve their rank for whatever reason. They say things like, I would have reacted to that, I wouldn't be making these kinds of mistakes. Meanwhile, they are silver or gold rank. And the person they're talking about is diamond rank, even though they got there for a reason. And normally I'll ignore these kinds of comments because they're pretty dumb and the guy's normally trolling. But today I had a bit of time to actually watch someone's matches and troll them a bit back. So the person that this video is about today is N8MI on Twitch. I'm just going to call him Nami. I think that's what he's going for. He's talking about Noah the Prodigy. He's actually top 8 ranked in our US West World Warrior. He said this Luke has 2067 MR. He already made like 5 mistakes. I'm at 1920 something. I'm just saying these kind of mistakes are not allowed when you have so much MR. And from these two comments themselves, I could already tell he did not know what he was talking about at all. First, every player in the world, be it Tokido or Daigo or Punk, everyone makes mistakes. If there was a player that never made a single mistake, they would literally win everything. That's not the case, obviously. So at the moment, there's no player that has won everything. So everyone makes mistakes sometimes. And the second really big point is that depending on the player you're playing against, you'll make more or less mistakes because that person will force you to make mistakes sometimes. If I'm playing some random diamond rank player, I might never whiff a button. I'll be pressing buttons at the perfect correct spacing because the other person won't be trying to whiff punish me. But if I'm playing against Punk, he'll be manipulating his spacing, he'll be trying to bait me to whiff, and it'll look like I make more mistakes because he is forcing those mistakes. I just wanted to address those 2 points right off the bat. We're going to look at Nami's replays, see why he's stuck at whatever MR he's at. He's actually not at 1920 MR even though he said he was. He's a little bit lower in the 1800s. We're going to troll him a little bit, have some fun, and hopefully it will be a little bit educational as well. 1920 is pretty up there in the leaderboard. We could find a 1920 JP. I don't see it. Percocet is a tag, but what's the MR? I thought it was 1920. Might be a little below 1900. Oh, a little bit below, you say. All right, so you say that you can't make more than 5 mistakes around. Let's see how many mistakes you made. You beat Phenom in that set? What do you mean? Is this not the last game of the set? You beat him 1 game? Is that winning the set to you? Oh, there's 1 mistake right there. Oh, you whiffed 2 mistakes. Oh, went for a command grab. That's 3 mistakes already. Oh, went for a bad spike. I'm gonna say that's 4 mistakes. Pressed a button that was too slow right there. 5 mistakes. Whiffed again. 6 mistakes. Whiffed again. Was that 8? Command grab is not a mistake. How is it not a mistake? You thought that was a good decision there? Alright, I feel like I was being generous. That was at least 10 mistakes. When is command grab not a risk? It's definitely a risk. It's just sometimes it's a better risk than others. That time it was a horrible risk because you had him in the corner. He had like full drive gauge. Your dog was annoying you that game, you remember? Okay, let's see. Luke gets murdered in that matchup? You think so? I don't really know, to be honest. I could see it. Ken's pretty cheap. All right, so show me a game where your dog was not annoying you. What about this one? Was your dog annoying you in this game? Watch a winning game, but why we have to watch a winning game? You would never lose to a 1500 MR Ken, but what is this on my screen? Okay, mashing amnesia. All right, actually, there's actually no way to lose this round. You have him in the corner burned out. So unless you make a mistake, you can't lose this round. You took the level 1. That was a mistake right there. Okay. You wouldn't have had to spend that though. Did I look at the wrong replay? I thought I picked one where he lost, but there's no way he can lose this one. Oh, hold on. Terrible EX Fireball. And a regular Amnesia. Whiffed another crouch medium kick. Whiffed a stand medium kick, which is a crouch medium kick. There's a lot of whiffs I see. And Mr. Combo and another command grab. Do you think that command grab was good? I just want to ask. Do you think that command grab was good? The one you meant to do would have worked. Do you think so? But why would you have done that one? You know what's funny is I was talking to Phenom at like Evo and Gamers 8, and he consistently told me that if JP didn't have command grab, he wouldn't lose anything, and JP players would actually get buffed because they wouldn't randomly do it. I think he was talking about you. I think he actually was talking about you. You didn't know you could react to that one? Why do I keep choosing losing games though? Because those are the ones where people make mistakes. You think the people at 2000 MR never lose? Yeah, you criticize the one where Noah lost. A JP mirror, 0 mistakes. I don't even know what he considers to be mistakes is the thing. Because he's making terrible decisions and saying that they would have worked. So they're not mistakes. Wait, you press fierce after crouch medium punch? Is that what happened? Interesting. Okay, then you try to set a portal up when he had a portal right in front of you. Okay, you teleported in. I would call that one a mistake too. Whiffed sand medium kick. 3 mistakes. Didn't check the dash. 4 mistakes. What was that DI? 5 mistakes. That was a terrible DI. 6 mistakes. 7 mistakes. Who does OD Pierce after Pierce? Bro, I literally saw you do that. You think I didn't see that one? I was about to call that one a mistake, but it worked. That's you on the right? Am I wrong? And you know it works on low MR, but it's not supposed to work on you because you're high MR. Mr. Combo, 12 mistakes. I mean, you guys both did something dumb right there. That was about 20 mistakes. So after watching his replays, we watched I think 3 matches in total. I can completely understand why he thinks he doesn't make any mistakes, because a lot of the mistakes that I'm seeing are based on risk reward. He's basically picking poor options in terms of risk reward, and he personally doesn't think he's making any mistakes because he doesn't seem to have any fundamental understanding of risk reward. I was trolling most of the time while watching his matches, so I didn't really fully explain my thoughts, so some of you guys might still be a bit confused when I talk about risk reward, but I think this is the perfect example right here in this round against Phenom the Moose, one of the best players in Norway. In this instance, he goes for a command grab, and the reason that he thinks it's okay is because command grab is always a risk. That's what he said. So essentially, let's consider his chances of winning the round if he does this command grab or not. If he does the command grab, he takes off about this much life. No, he has about the same chance of winning the round as he did before. Like, he still has his level 2. He's gonna have to make Phenom block something to do the level 2. It doesn't really increase his chance of winning the round that much, and he's also risking the fact that Phenom might react and jump. Not only that, if Phenom held the parry, Phenom had enough drive gauge to still not be burned out. One situation in which I think it might have been a good risk to go for the command grab is if Phenom had less than 1 drive gauge, then the command grab could potentially burn him out if Phenom tried to parry. But in this case, the command grab is really just an unnecessary risk to take, since it doesn't increase his chance of winning the round by very much at all. A lot of the times though, going for Hail Mary risks is okay, when you have very little chance of winning the round, and maybe he thought he did here since he's burned out and he has so little life, and you might think so as well. But the fact is, he has Phenom in the corner. He has access to throw loops. If he can get a throw on Phenom, he had the portal set up, so he can definitely walk up and get a throw here. And he also has the level 2, which is basically like a 50-50 into a pretty much unblockable setup. So he's pretty much guaranteed damage with the level 2 if he wants to try and cash out to win the round. So TLDR, he had a pretty good chance of winning the round, even though it might not have seemed like it. But he threw it away on a command grab, and that's why I think this command grab was a huge mistake. So yeah, I mean, this guy, he thinks he's playing perfect, but the real truth is that he's oblivious to the kinds of mistakes that he's making, and subsequently talks trash about other better players. Hopefully you guys learned something. I feel like it was pretty fun just to rip apart his entire argument, look at his replays for myself to see if he actually knew what he was talking about or not. I don't currently do any coaching. I know some of you guys have been asking about it, if I would consider doing some coaching. I might in the future when I have some more free time. But for the time being, I do have this lessons playlist. It's a bit old since it's from Street Fighter V, but all of the concepts still apply since they're just fundamental concepts. You can see here, risk reward. So if Nami wants to watch that one, he might actually turn into a good player, better than Noah, if he understands this. But for the time being, he just doesn't understand. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and learned something. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. Really helps the channel out a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.